Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So, if you guys caught yesterday's video that I had up for maybe an hour, I decided to take it down. I don't know, I wasn't happy with it. I don't think you guys were feeling it either. So I kind of wanted to do a redo, do it over, and refilm this. So this is a Shop My Stash makeup tutorial. If you guys are unfamiliar with Shop My Stash, I just started doing it this month. And basically, I go through my makeup drawers, pick out products I want to use for the month, and I'm going to focus on those products for the month. It's a great way to kind of use some makeup you haven't been using in a while and really get a feel for your products. And then at the end, I can kind of decide if there's anything I want to declutter that I'm just not feeling. But it gives me a way to dedicate to these items and switch it up often. So yeah, the look that I uploaded yesterday, I don't know, it did not turn out how I wanted to. I just wasn't happy with the footage. I got a lot of dislikes on it right away, so I just decided I would do a redo. And I'm gonna maybe keep it kind of similar with some of the same products, but a little bit different as well, using some other things in my Shop My Stash, because I have a pretty big selection behind me. Let's go ahead and get started. I am gonna be using, again, the JEFFREE Star Alien palette. This will be like my second time using it. I did a green look with it last time. So I kind of want to try something else. I will be honest, this palette, I don't know if I'm feeling it. It's a little bit hard to work with, and it takes definitely some time. I'm more into just like really quick, easy makeup and not stuff that I really have to blend, but it is a little bit harder than I'm used to with like JEFFREE Star's formula. This is a little bit of an older palette from him, so I guess maybe his formula has changed since. But I'm going to try something just a little bit more neutral. It'll still be kind of colorful, I think, but I want to see how this performs with some of the more neutral shades. So we're going to go ahead and dive into this. So I will be doing my eyes first. My skin is extra glowy right now because I just did my skincare. So I'm going to let that settle in before I do my face and all of that stuff. So I'm going to go in with my Alter Ego primer again, which I will link all these products I'm using down below. But if you guys want just a really affordable makeup, eye primer, and a makeup brand in general, they have great dupe palettes, and I've tried their lip products. They have a lot of great stuff, so definitely check them out. And then we're gonna go into Tighten. Just using my finger, I'm going to place this over my eye primer and kind of set it so it's not sticky. And by the way, this video I'm going to try and give you guys a better idea of the products, because I feel like I didn't hardly even talk about the products in my last one, which I also didn't really care for. Sometimes I just film things and it's like I don't want to waste the video. I feel like I need to upload it, but sometimes I just need to know that like quality over quantity is definitely more important. I'm going to try the Gravity. This is a kind of light, I would call it a crease shade. It's a light brown basically, and I'm going to pop this in the crease. That one seems to work pretty normal. I do like this shade. Also, that mustard I used last time, Martian Soil, that one was also a good one. But some of the darker ones are just a little bit hard to work with and hard to blend. But this one seems to be doing good. I did really like that mustard shade, the Martian Soil, so I'm going to go in with that again. I think it was really pretty. So I'm just going to pop this in with the brown, kind of create this like ombre effect. And yeah, definitely I would not pair this yellow with the green. I did not like those together. So I just use a little bit of that. It's really nice. And then I'm going to go in. I tried using the Space Cowboy in the outer corner last time. I wasn't a big fan because it's kind of, it's a shimmer, but I just didn't like how it looked. So I'm thinking of what I want to use. I kind of want to mix X-Files and Ghost OG. We'll just make it a dark gray for the outer corner because we're going to use kind of a smoky gold color on the lid. And I think I'm going to like this look a lot better. It's more me. Although the green look did come out and it looked good in the end, but it was a lot of work to get to that point. So you see how it's like skipping? I don't know. These shades, the darker mattes, are just not the best there. I'm just going to take this flat shader brush. This is a Luxie small shader. And I want to use the shade Interstellar here. This one I think is so pretty. I'm just going to plop this all over the lid. Well, at least halfway. You guys, I really thought I was going to declare this palette. That's how much I was upset with it. But now, it's just, I just need to try it a bit more, I think, because I do like this look. I am going to use Martian Soil and also a bit of Space Cowboy on my lower lash line. Alright, that is so much better. Let me go ahead and do my brows now. So I'm going to use the Benefit Products Goof Proof Brow Pencil. I do prefer the Precisely My Brow from them. It's just a little bit more thin. And I also use Gimme Brow Plus over top of that. I will say the Goof Proof does get your brows done very quickly. But sometimes I just like a little bit more, you know, precision. For foundation, I'm going to use the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion. I did use this in my last one, but I wanted to show you guys how it looks. And I've been wanting to kind of wear it all day to get kind of my final opinions on it. So I'm going to do about 2 pumps. I used the shade 2 in 1.5 beige. I actually got this one from TJ Maxx at a steal. But I do like this foundation. I feel like it's really nice, especially if you have oilier skin. It's one that does hold up throughout the day without looking too greasy. And I would say it's medium to full coverage. I wanted to say one more thing about the JEFFREE palette. It does have quite a bit of fallout, so you do have to be careful. I'll like notice I'm doing my makeup and then I'll have like eyeshadow smeared on my face. That was from fallout because I used some darker shades. So you just have to make sure you're cleaning it up. But yeah, it does have some fallout with those matte colors. I realized I didn't put primer on, kind of jumped right into foundation. I usually do apply a primer, so I don't know. I do have a lot of skincare on today, so we'll just say that's my primer today. Moisturizing. So here's how the Laura Mercier is looking. I love it. It just really creates that blank canvas, covers everything I need to, and it still looks really nice on the skin. For my concealer, I'm going to use this Milani one. This one I've used a couple times, and I do think it's really nice for a drugstore concealer. It is the Conceal & Perfect Longwear Concealer. I have the shade Ivory Rose. Definitely one of the better drugstore concealers I have personally used. I feel like I think I'm just gonna put it under the eyes today because I don't think I don't have really any blemishes right now to cover up. And I'm just gonna pat this in with my Artiste brush. I will say I've kept this brush around because it's like my last resort concealer brush because my other ones I need to clean. But I don't really like the Artiste brushes, only for blending out my concealer really. To set my under eyes, and I eventually will set my face with this, I'm using Too Faced Peach Perfect. This is the first one that I bought when it came out, and I still have a little bit left, which is crazy. This thing has seriously lasted me so long, you guys. And I do have a backup of it, but I really thought I was going to have to need that backup sooner. But yeah, this really has lasted me such a long time, and it's my favorite powder. For my bronzer, I'm going to switch it up. I'm using the Ofra Samantha March River Duo, which it looks like this. This one is more warm tone. I'm trying to see if I like it on me. So I've been testing it out to really get a good feel for it, but I don't know, it might be a little bit too dark. In my last video, I used the Pure bronzer in light, and I wasn't a big fan of that one either. I'm finding that I'm trying to really narrow down my bronzers because there's just a lot that really aren't that flattering for me. So for this, I think I'm going to concentrate it on the matte side because maybe the shimmer is what's not really doing it for me. Okay, yeah, that looks so much better than when I used it the first time. I just went too overboard. But definitely if you use a lighter hand, maybe focus more on the deeper, like more matte shade. I think it looks good. I'm just actually dipping into both now because I find the shimmer actually helps it blend a bit more. Okay, so I feel like I finally got the hang of this bronzer. I was really unsure about it at first, but I need to use a lighter hand. That's all I need to do and go up higher, and it looks so much better. For my blush, I'm going to do this Kevyn Aucoin one. This is the Pink Sand Neo blush from them. I do really like these. They are kind of like a little ombre blush, so you kind of get like 3 colors in one, or you can mix it all together, which is typically what I do. So I'm thinking I want to focus on these, the back end here, because I kind of like this deeper kind of shade. So I'm going to focus on those instead of like the shimmer, and just pop this on the cheeks. Yeah, these are really pretty. You can get a nice soft effect, or you could really build it up and get an intense color. So I really think these are worth it. These are so good. So next I typically will powder. So I'm going to go back into Peach Perfect. I like to powder before I do my highlight so then I can add some glow back in. But this just kind of sets everything in place and keeps my shine from coming through. For my mascara, I'm going to go ahead and use Buxom Extrovert mascara. I'm still kind of trying to see my opinions on this one. I feel like it's pretty good, and I do like it better than their original, like I think it's just called the mascara from them. But it kind of has this little X-shaped, it's not really X-shaped, but it's like twisted into an X. This one is more of a wet formula, I will say. But yeah, I do feel like it looks nice. It doesn't really clump up too bad like some of my other mascaras do. I feel like I always make the weirdest faces when I'm like filming these tutorials, so don't mind me. For my highlight, I'm going to be using this one, which I have not used this a ton until I put it in my Shop My Stash, and now I've been obsessed. This is actually a Morphe highlighter, and it's in the shade Extra. It's so pretty. It's part of their high impact line, and I'm really impressed with these. I feel like they give you so much glow. And this one's perfect with this look because it has more golden tones to it, so I feel like it goes well with the eyes. But yeah, I've been so obsessed, and this is probably something I would have decluttered if I didn't put it in my Shop My Stash, because I just wasn't ever using it, and now I pull it out and I'm like, oh my gosh, like what was I missing this whole time? This is so beautiful. And it's very inexpensive too, and I know you can get this one on Ulta as well. They have other shades as well, so maybe I'll have to check those out, but I really like these. And we will finish off with the lips. I'm going to use this color. I think this will be really pretty with today's look. It's again from JEFFREE Star. This is the Celebrity Skin Liquid Lipstick Mini. I'm almost out of this. It's like so almost dry. Yeah, I really need a new one. So this is the finished look. I'm honestly so pleased with it. I feel like this is definitely more me. I love how the eyes came out. I just wanted to kind of go over some of the products. Honestly, I don't really have many issues with any of them. I've kind of figured out how to make them work, and I'm so glad I gave a lot of these like another chance before thinking about decluttering them. Like my JEFFREE Star Alien palette, like, don't get me wrong, it's definitely harder to work with, and I definitely struggled hardcore in my last look with some of those shades, but I really do like the look we came out with today. It's definitely not a palette that I would say, oh my gosh, you need, which I think it's sold out anyway, so I think you can probably find it on Mercari or Poshmark if you're really interested in it. I think a lot of people are selling theirs that they got in like their mystery boxes. And then the only other product I was kind of on the fence about was the Ofra Samantha March River Bronzer, but I'm really glad I gave it another shot and kind of found a way to work with it so that it works with my skin tone. But yeah, just a light hand if you guys are more fair. Otherwise, everything else was great. There's some products I've had in my collection for a while. The Milani concealer is somewhat newer to me. That one looks great underneath the eyes right now too. So I just wanted to go ahead and show you guys a fun tutorial using some products I already had, nothing really new. And I hope you guys enjoyed it and maybe inspired you to shop your makeup stash as well. Let me know your thoughts on any of these products down below, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye guys. Colorblind, yeah.